Ay, papi, coño.
Hello. Hola, ¿cómo están? It's podcast time. It's hora de podcastear. Is that how you say it in Spanish? I don't even know, bro. I'm Mexican and I barely speak Spanish. I speak very Spanglish. You like looky Spanish, you know? Pero I know that right now, ahorita, it's motherfucking podcast time. It's podcast time here at La Frecuencia with your host, Floral Frequency. Floral Frequencia. Floral Frequency and your co-host. Mira, he's coming. Vente, pendejo. It's podcast time. Vente. Oh, you know what time it is? Your co-host, Negrito Baby. Hola, mijo. Hola. Wow. We've missed you here at the Frequency Podcast. Where have you been? Back by popular demand. Negrito Baby. Mira esas orejitas. Ay, mira. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. Wow, bro. I love this cat so much. Today I woke up and I did a gratitude journal. And I was just going over things that I'm really grateful for. I had my mom, my dad, my health, my girl, this apartment. I was like, I'm thankful for this sacred space that I get to wake up in, full of hobbies and activities that I love, man. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me engaged. It keeps me busy. And of course, I had a whole section about Negrito Baby. I was like, I'm glad I have my son and my other cats. My other cats are cool, but my son, I'm kidding. I love the other cats, but bro, this one, I understand when parents are like, I never loved anything until I saw my kid for the first time, until I made eye contact with my firstborn child, and then I really knew what love was. That's how it was. When I picked this little guy off the streets, I'm kidding. He's not a street rodent like that. But when I got him from the compa and they were like, you want this cat? And I was like, absolutely. And that's the day that I figured out what love was, bro. Look at this fucking face. Oh, my God. This podcast is no longer about self-improvement. This is a Negrito Baby Stan podcast. This is a fucking fan account for Negrito Baby and Negrito Baby only. Oh, my God, bro. This is majestic. I would like for you to go to your seat so we can continue and you can once again be the co-host of this podcast. But if you want to chill on me the whole time, Negrito Baby, that's fine. That's fine because I love you, dog. I really do. Mira este pendejo. Mira este pendejo. I love him a lot. Okay, but wow. One more round of applause for Negrito Baby. How about it? You hear that? That's for you, son. They love you. You're a fan favorite. And you're my favorite. My favorite thing ever in the whole world. Okay, but let us continue with the vagancias and the babosadas that is the Frequency Podcast. Bro, let's cut the shit and let's get right into it. You know what's been missing from the Frequency Podcast? Besides Negrito Baby and besides the pink gauntlet and besides the goblet, bro. I've been catching myself saying gauntlet, which means something completely different than goblet. So there's probably people watching like, this motherfucker still hasn't gotten it right. But just know that I'm aware of my mistakes. I'm human. I make mistakes and I'm aware of my mistakes. The frequency pimp, goblet, and the incense. A lot of things are missing from this podcast, but one thing that's been missing for a little too long, and it's time that it makes its special appearance again, is the shout out, bro. Who could it be? Oh my God, how unprofessional. My phone's going off. This is my fucking Heina. It's my Heina. Mwah, love you, Heina. Pero now's not the time. Now's not the time to be talking to my Heina. Because right now it's podcast time. But I hope one of you lucky souls out there is ready. I hope everyone's ass cheeks are puckered up and your heart's racing and your blood is pumping because it could be any one of you. Who's the Frequency Podcast shout out this week? Episode 14. Who's the shout out going to be? Drum roll, please. Here it is. The Frequency Podcast shout out for this week is mis primos. My cousins, bro. When you start any new endeavor, bro, it's almost certain that if you have a good supportive family, you know, the first people that are going to check it out and support you is like your mom. And she does. My mom comments on all my videos. Mijo te quiero. Kissy faces. Kissy emojis. A bunch of laughing, crying emojis. Hearts. A bunch of red hearts. My mom just comments all this shit on my YouTube and on my Instagram and on anything that I'm at. But it's a given that, you know, your mom, your dad, which shout out my dad. I love him. He's been a big support. Your close friends are going to support you until you kind of get your footing and you grow a bigger audience. But my primos, man, they've been supporting since day one, especially with this podcast. I remember when I announced this podcast, they were like, oh shit, they were hype. And then when I released my promos, they were always, just shouting them out, posting it to their stories, showing mad love. And now, bro, in a way, it's like, I know they listen to every podcast. They always hit me up and they'll be like, that was great. This was so funny, yada, yada. And on the last one, when I was late, bro, Thursday passed. Crickets, no podcast. Friday passed. Crickets, no podcast. Friday night hit, my bad. And one of them messaged me. They're gemelos. They're gemelos. They're twins. But I'm shouting them both out. And one of them messaged me on Friday and he's like, no podcast this week? Sad face. Sad face. No podcast this week. That's what they said. And I was like, bro, it's coming. And in a way, when I read that message, I was like, man, people miss the podcast. They made me feel special because I was like, it's nice to know that even though my podcast get like 14 views, that one of those 14 views is sad that there's no podcast that week, which there was a podcast that week. I was just having some technical difficulties. But whether I'm having technical difficulties or I'm not feeling cash money, in a way, that one message alone held me accountable to what I'm supposed to do. And that's release a fucking podcast every week for y'all. And so when I do that and I put in all this hard work and this effort into making this podcast a reality, a weekly thing, it's nice when I get the love and support from anybody, but especially from my cousins, the way they've been writing and grinding for this podcast. So they're this week's shout out, man. I have so much love for my primos, bro. They obviously are some of my favorite cousins to kick it with, bro. Just so many good memories with these fools growing up. And then when they live in Mexico, so when I was like 16, 17, when I looked old enough to get into a club, bro, they were taking me to clubs and bars, papas, all these little bars in Tijuana and all this shit. So, man, I have so many good memories with these cats, and I'm so thankful for them, not only as family, but for their support, their love, and just the friendship that they've offered me and the support that they continue to offer me. So, boom, I'll throw up their Instagrams right here. Go check them out. They also run a gaming center in Mexico, so check that out. That's their business. If you're really into games and you need somewhere to play games, you need a community of gamers and individuals that share the same hobby and passion that you do. If that's gaming, check out their gaming center, bro, because they're fucking sick with it, and they can go ahead and hook you up with whatever you need, man. So, the Quates, the Gemelos, Gemelitos, you guys are the shout out. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to support and tune into La Frecuencia. ¿A dónde vas, negrito? Oh, you're just getting comfortable? Anyways, man, this week, bro, I kind of just want to get into it. The self-improvement tidbits might just turn into the babositas, and the babositas, they might intertwine. They might do a one fluid song and dance this week. There's not going to be sections because I just want to jump into it, man. Because I'm not going to lie. There's weeks where I have to, the day comes to record the podcast, and I'm drawing blanks. I'm like, what the freak? Now I'm censoring myself too. Who am I? Wow, bro, you've changed. Wow, flowers. Not even me. Wow. Not even me anymore. Wow, Floral Frequency, you've changed. Censoring yourself? Wow. Nah, we'll never do that. Fuck that. How about that? I'm sorry. But there's days where I wake up, man, and it's podcast time, and I'm drawing blanks. I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to talk about. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. A lot of these are unhinged and unscripted. I don't know if you can tell. But this was one of those weeks, man, where I was like, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. And in times like that, I like to just live my life in the present moment, because I know that the universe will present me a lesson, or will introduce me to somebody, or it will grant me with the wisdom and the insight and the light bulb moment of, aha, this is what I'm going to talk about this week. And that happened yesterday, man. I'm going to go into this story right now. Boom. Gold's Gym, where Arnold used to fucking train for the Olympia. And all the other buff guys used to train for the Olympia and fucking build godly physiques, man. I need to work on my posing now that I'm semi-buff. Now that I'm the buffest of the skinny legends, bro, I need to work on my posing. You need some work. Need some work. Anyways, we're not here to pose. Gold's Gym, bro. Me and Coco hit legs every week at Gold's Gym. And we pull up And we're walking in, drinking our pre-workouts, saying, what's up? Mwah, mwah. Oh, Coco, how are you doing, my friend? Yay, son. Mwah, how are you doing, my friend? And we're walking in. And as we're walking in, this fucking car pulls up, bro. Doesn't park, pulls up directly to the front of the gym. And then, boom, the passenger door opens, and this little fucking tiny tyke, this pipsqueak, this fucking toddler pops out. And he's like, okay, bye, Mom. I'll call you when I'm ready. And she's like, bye, sweetie. I love you. And then, boom, the car drives off. And this fucking little kid just walks into the gym, bro. And I was like, damn, bro. This kid just got dropped off by his mother to come to the gym. I noticed that right away. I was like, that's impressive, bro. Because I can never recall a time where I had my parents drop me off at the gym of all things. I've had my parents, before I drove, I had my parents drop me off places, but it was mainly like to a friend's house, to a party, a birthday party, to a bunch of shit that really didn't benefit me. A bunch of very in the moment type of shit, type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Type of gratitude or not gratitude, gratification, that short-term gratification shit. But the gym requires dedication. It requires drive, passion, and it requires time more than anything. You don't see results right away. I never had my parents drive me to some shit like that besides baseball, but did I see results from baseball? Not really. Look at me now. I'm a fucking podcast host. That's a whole different can of worms. But I was, not to get too carried away, I was so impressed that this kid got dropped off at the gym. And that showed me right there. I was like, this kid can't drive yet, so he's probably like realistically, if I had to pinpoint it, he was either like a freshman or a sophomore in high school. And I was like, this kid's probably hitting the gym right now because he probably has the fattest crush at school, bro, and he's trying to impress some girl, and he's like looking at himself, and he's like, man, if I just get a little bit of muscle on this fetal physique, on this fucking fetal physique, if I craft this fetal physique into a Greek godlike sculpture, I can get Jessica to notice me. But what this little kid doesn't understand that I was noticing, I was like, man, right now you're putting in the work at the gym. Well, we'll get into it. Let the story continue. So me and Coco check in. We're hitting legs. It just so happens that this kid's also hitting legs. So the gym's kind of packed, and this kid sits down at this fucking machine, the leg extension machine, and he's doing that. And me and Coco are waiting for a squat rack. So we were like, let's hit some leg extensions, kind of pre-exhaust some muscle until we can get a rack, Gases negro. Gases. I'm sorry. And so we asked to work in with this kid, and we were like, yo, boss, no. Chill up there, ho ass. Oh my God, I fucking love him so much, but he's a menace. You saw him scratching the couches. This is why we can't have nice things here at La Frecuencia. But we asked to jump in with this kid on the leg extension machine, and he's super cool. So now I'm actually talking to him. Super cool kid. He's like, yeah, man, feel free. That is one thing. He was, he had a very soft voice, but he wasn't afraid to converse or talk or anything. So we jump in. We literally hit like one set, and then a squat rack opened up, and me and Coco, boom, like vultures. We invaded the squat rack, bro. Like Russia. Too soon? Yeah, it's probably too soon. My bad. But like fucking Putin, we invaded the squat rack. Negro! What are you doing? Oh my God, bro. Beep, technical difficulties. Sorry about that, folks. I have a rambunctious toddler running around this house. I have a very rambunctious son who likes to destroy and fucking assault all the nice, lavish things that I've worked for my entire life and have built and put so much time and money and effort and invested in. And he likes to ruin all of it. It's crazy. But anyways, I had to kick Negrito out. I'm sorry. It was nice having him back. But anyways, back on my story, bro. Me and Coco get on the squat rack, and there's these fucking meathead, buff-ass dudes next to us on the squat rack next to us. And these are the type of dudes that, like, literally the Trenbolone soldiers, bro. The Tren soldiers. The super soldiers, bro. But they were in the super soldier oven cooker for a little too long, and they came back fucking massive, bro. Even Captain America was looking at them like, yo, dude, I think they overcooked y'all. But whatever. These dudes are fucking huge, bro. The Trenbolone Titans. And they are squatting as well. And these are the type of dudes that got like 5-6 plates on the fucking bar each side. And the little kid is posted up behind him. And one of the fucking Trenbolone Titans, boom, every time he steps, the ground shakes. Walks over to the kid and he's like, can we help you? And the kid was like, oh, I'm just waiting for a rack. And he's like, oh, there's a rack right there. And then he points at the rack next to them that's open. And the bar is very low. It's like propped up on very, very low mode. I don't even know what that's called. But the bar's really low. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'd like to do that, but the bar is like really low. So I'm waiting for like one of these racks. And the fucking super soldier, he's like, you know, you could just move that up, right? And the kid's like, really? Like, and he's like, yeah, let me help you actually. So that's very nice. Very, round of applause for the Trenbolone Titan. The Trend Titan Trend. And so he fixes his squat rack. He adjusts it to the tiny tyke's height. And then this kid gets in there and he starts doing squats. And then the Trenbolone soldiers are doing squats. And then me and Coco are doing squats. But the kid had no problem talking to these massive dudes. And honestly, sometimes when I'm in the gym, the trend heads they scare me. Especially at Gold's Gym, bro. These are the type of dudes that will eat the plates, bro, to work out their jaw. Like, they'll just chew through a fucking 45-pound solid steel plate to get a jaw workout. So sometimes those dudes intimidate me. I'm not going to lie. But this kid came up, had no problem talking to these guys. These guys were super sweet, helped him out, whatever. And then they left and started doing another workout. And then me and Coco finished up with our workout, and then we went back to the leg extension machine to really just fucking hammer these legs, bro. Just fucking demolish these legs, bro. Grind these legs to a fine powder because that's how hard we're working. And so we go to the legs, and then now, oh, how the turntables. The kid finishes squatting. By the way, he's doing like 25 pounds, and then I think he smacked a 10 on, so he's probably doing like 35 pounds, bro. I was like, damn. Props to this kid. Props to this kid for even doing squats. 1, I never worked out when I was that age. 2, when I did work out, you think I was doing squats? You think I was doing any compound movements? No, bro. I was in there curling 15 pounds and then doing tricep pull downs and thinking I'm buff. I was not doing any of the shit that smacks on muscle, and this kid's in there squatting. It wasn't a miraculous amount of weight, but goddamn, bro, I was proud of this kid. I didn't say nothing, but I was watching. Kind of creepy that I was watching a kid work out, but I was like, man, I got so much respect for this lad, for this young boy, because he's in here putting in work. And not only is he putting in work, he was super cool to talk to with me and Coco. He was super cool to talk to with these buff dudes, these really intimidating buff guys. And then he comes over to us again, the turntables. Oh, how the turntables. And he's like, hey, you guys mind if I work in with you? And I was like, no, man, don't even sweat it. You're more than welcome. I was like, we got 1 set left, but you can go ahead and hit it real quick. He does his set. It's my last set. I get in, bro. And this is, no cap, in my fucking years of experience going to the gym, the hardest fucking set I've ever done on a leg extension machine. I put the weight to dead ass like 190 pounds because I was like, this is what we were doing before. It's not what we were doing before. I put it to 190 pounds and I went to send it and the machine didn't even budge. And I was like, did this little kid fuck up the machine? And then I'm looking around I look at the weight and I was like, maybe that's not what we were hitting. That might be too much, but fuck it. So, I power through it. Boom! And I'm sending this shit, bro. And I was like, this is the heaviest weight I've ever done on a leg press or a leg extension. So I'm doing it. I get 12 in. Boom, I put it down and Coco's like, not yet. Fight the bitch in you. Boom, drops the weight. I send like 6 to 8 of that. Boom, he drops the weight more and he's like, give me more. Don't you quit on me. Give me more. And I'm in there. My legs are already... Why are you doing this to us? And I was like, shut up. I can only hit like 6 and I get to the top and my legs are like fucking SpongeBob legs, bro, like just shaking all crazy. And I'm like, man. And then I put the weight down. I'm like, I'm done. And Coco's like, you're not fucking done. We didn't come to play. Fight the bitch in you. Fight the Hufflepuff in you. That's our new shit. Fight the bitch in you. We made a Harry Potter spinoff and it's called Fight the Hufflepuff in you. Fight the Hufflepuff in you. He said, yeah, you sound like a fucking Hufflepuff right now. And I was like, say less. And then he puts it, drops the weight again, and I'm sending it. And he's like, hold it at the top. Boom. Hold it at the top. Boom. Sweating, bro. I'm sweating bullets. There's a puddle around me as I'm hitting this fucking set. And then he's like, hold it at the top. And I tap out and I was like, bro, I can't. And he's like, fight the Hufflepuff. And I was like, expecto Patrona. And then I held it there, and then all these fucking pew, 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 pew. All these fucking magic powers are shooting out of my shit. And then Harry Potter was like, oh shit. And then Draco Malfoy was like, what the fuck? No, I don't even know shit about Harry Potter, bro. But I'm holding it at the top. And then I let it go. And then Coco was like, damn, bro, you really fucked that shit up. And then I get off the machine. I do my dance off the machine, bro. I hit the Bernie off the fucking machine because my legs are dead, bro. I'm like one of those inflatable guys, those big giant inflatable guys in front of stores. Like, I get off the machine like that. And this kid comes up to me and he's like, yo, bro, that tap was impressive, man. That was a fucking crazy set. Deadass said that to me. And I was like, bro, you were already on my good side. But that shit was just, you didn't have to say that to me, bro. Because not only on that, you remember that charisma episode where I said compliments make people like you, as long as they're not creepy compliment. As long as you're like, I think your smarts. Beep. Take two. I think your farts smell amazing. You know, as long as you're not creepy like that, bro, people are going to enjoy your compliment. And this kid talked to us earlier. Talked to the buff guys. Is hitting compound exercises. Had his mom drop him off at the fucking gym. And now is complimenting me? So, of course, I complimented him back. I was like, yo, man, I'm not going to lie. I see you working hard, bro, and I respect the fuck out of that. Keep at it. Dapped him up. I continued with my workout, and that's what gave me the inspiration for this week's podcast, which is I wish in a way I could have started when I was that young. Not just at weight training, not just at lifting, at all my endeavors. This kid is light years ahead of the fucking game, and I hope he continues on this route. Because if he continues going to the gym, like I said, right now he's probably going to the gym to impress Jessica because he's got a little school crush. But he continues going to the gym, starts fucking working that fetal physique into a Greek godlike physique. He's already personable as fuck, continues to hone in on his charisma, his social skills, continues to, I don't know, he's in school, so he's probably working on grades and shit, but get good grades, do all that shit. You're going to have more than just Jessica noticing you, guy. You're going to have the whole fucking school. Every girl in school is going to be like, oh my God, look at this kid. Because he's doing the delayed gratification stuff at such a young age. And I cannot emphasize that enough. Like, just seeing that hyped me up because I was like, you're fucking going places if you continue, kid. And realistically, he's probably going to hit like high school in a year from now or two. I hope not, but he's probably going to have a party phase. And I feel like a party phase is fun. Every guy needs to get it out of their system and, you know, party, hook up with girls, see what you like, see what you don't like, do all that shit. But if he doesn't get too distracted and too caught up in that life, man, this kid, the world is his oyster. His dreams are in the palm of his hands, bro. And that shit was inspiring to me as a 25-year-old because I was like, I wish at your age I was doing what you're doing now because that's so impressive. It wasn't just the weightlifting. It wasn't just that he was in the gym. I'm telling you, this kid had fucking social skills. He wasn't afraid to talk to people. He seemed very, I don't know, just humbled and like a nice kid. And it's like, that's going to get you places, bro. And what he doesn't know he's doing right now is he's maximizing skills. I feel like every guy has a skill set or these certain skills that he has to level up to increase his SMV. If you're unfamiliar with SMV is, it's your sexual marketplace value. And basically your sexual market value is like what people perceive you as, how attractive you are in the dating game, how attractive you are in the real world, how attractive you are to the opposite sex or to other men, if that's what you're into, to whatever you're trying to attract, it's how attractive you are and how you're perceived in the world is your sexual marketplace value. And you can do that by looks maxing, and looks maxing is like doing everything in your ability to look the most presentable and the best version of yourself. So obviously going to the gym does that. Going to the gym makes you stronger, it makes you look better physically, makes you more aesthetic, but it's also like having a nice haircut, fucking if you can grow a beard and you can do like the nice cut beard, nice trimmed, you know, nails are looking nice. I'm not saying all fucking femboy and flamboyant and metrosexual and shit, but like just have just a nice maxed out masculine appearance, bro. That's one of them. Is your looks. And then one of the other skills you have to fucking really hone in on is your game and your people skills and your charisma. And this kid was already putting work into his looks, obviously by going to the gym, was already pretty well off in his charisma and his game, I imagine. Well, maybe not with the women. I didn't see that. But it's like your charisma's there, kid. You're going places there. But all around as a guy to be the complete package, it's like your looks, your charisma / game, your status. Unfortunately, that is just a part of the world that we live in is your status. And it's not so much how much money you making. Your status is like how you are seen to others. And a big part of it is social media. Your influence, status and influence go hand in hand. How much followers you have, how much, I don't want to say power because it's not about power, but like how many people respect you, how many people look up to you. Are you a good role model? That's kind of like the whole status thing. And then money, man. What are your finances looking like? How much money are you making? And as a guy, you're only going to get more attractive. As a person in general, you're only going to get more attractive and more attractive and more attractive the more you hone in on these individual skills, bro. The more you hone in on these individual skills, every guy wants, I want bitches. No bitches, like the meme. No bitches, I want bitches. Where are they? Bro, you ain't doing nothing. You need to, it's like a video game. You're playing a role-playing game, right? And you have to level up your character and all these certain skills. And eventually, by the end of the game, you're like a god. You're fucking bulletproof. You can murk someone from across the map just by looking at them. You don't even have to shoot them or fight them or anything. You just look at them and they die. Like, and everybody wants to do that, but you grind it out and you have to put time and energy. And it's like, get off the video games and realize that you are the main character in this game we call life. And you have to max out your skill sets and you have to max out what you do to become the most attractive and productive and the person you envision yourself being. And it takes work, man. And like I said, there's skills. And like anything with skills, let me go restart the camera real quick. Brief intermission. Pick up my phone while I was at it. But what people don't understand is like these life skills are skills. I feel like a lot of guys think to themselves like, oh, I'm not good at talking to people. I'm not very social. I'm very introverted. So that's just how I'm bound to be for the rest of my life. False. That is a self-limiting belief that you have imposed on yourself. Social interactions and social skills, it's in the fucking name. It's a skill, bro. And you have to push yourself out of a comfort zone to be comfortable talking to people, interacting with people. For guys, for the fellas especially, approaching a girl, talking to a girl, being able to hold a conversation and not sit there, palms all sweaty, fucking awkward, where she's like, hi, what's your name? And you're like, yes. Like, to not be a fucking weirdo, you know? It's a skill and it's not comfortable leveling these skills up, but it's what you absolutely have to do if you want to be the most attractive version of yourself is really what I'm saying in this podcast. If you want some bitches, no bitches, you want some bitches, you got to level up, bro. I feel like another skill, one of those is obviously the gym, bro. The gym is such a good thing. I know I talk about the gym a lot on this podcast, but not only does it make you look better, which is, it's not what it's about, but I think for your mental health, it's one of the best things you can do for your mental health. I literally go to the gym and I fight demons, bro. I fucking drag my balls through hell when I'm in the fucking gym.
What did he say?
And I just walk out feeling wholesome, feeling better, feeling more confident. And then I want to take that confidence into my work, into this podcast, into life when I meet new people. And then I'm more comfortable in my own skin. Like when I was at Coachella, bro, I'll happily take my shirt off. I worked for this body. What's up? And you notice that, bro. You notice that when you've put so much time and effort and love into yourself, you start to see all those looks, bro. It's like what I was talking about with sexual marketplace value. It's like I always thought that I could pull girls or do all this stuff because I was always a pretty attractive kid. And I was like, that's all I need. I look good. That's all I ever need. And once I got to LA, I realized like, that's not how the game works, bro. I am attractive. I was like, why am I attractive and I don't have a girlfriend? I'm not getting the amount of women I think I deserve. I'm not getting this. And it's like you look around and you see the bad girls that you want, the mamacitas, the bad bitches that are with some dude. What's this dude have? Money. What's this dude do? Oh, he's an athlete. Oh, he's got a fucking great physique. What's this dude do? Oh, he's fucking social. This dude's a comedian right here. It's like everybody has a skill they excel at, but you also have to bring up those other ones if you want to be a fucking top tier dude, bro. Like realistically. And like I was saying, there's skills, and I absolutely think no one is down bad. I think you are more than capable than achieving these things. Sometimes you just have to take a year off and focus on yourself, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, bro. I'm not even taking a year off. I'm just focusing on myself because I've done the whole partying thing. I've done the women, the drugs, all that bullshit. And it's like, it's fun, but it wasn't the fulfillment that I wanted. And I have never been more fulfilled than where I'm at now because I feel so confident and comfortable with myself. I feel confident and comfortable in the things that I do in my life. And I want to share that and let others know that they can also get to this. I'm not even going to say get to this level because I'm by no means like, oh, this fucking superstar or anything. But it's like I have that mindset for myself. And at the end of the day, it is a mindset. It is a mindset, bro. And if you already don't think you're worthy of love or of attracting people or whatever, you're already holding yourself back, then you're going to stay there. You have to flip that mindset and you have to be willing to push past your comfort zone and grow. And that's kind of what I was talking about with the social skills. It is uncomfortable at first to be a social butterfly or to talk to women or guys or just anyone in general, bro. A lot of people are very antisocial now. It's kind of like a new, like the norm, like, oh, the antisocial social club. You see all that shit all the time, but it's like, I don't believe in that, man. I think you can have a good conversation with most people out there. And it's like, when you're in the gym, how do your muscles grow? You have to push yourself to an uncomfortable level. You have to literally break down the muscle. You have to push past your comfort zone. It's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. Keyword, uncomfortable. But after that, you see the results you want. You get to the destination that you want. You start seeing those results. And it's that same mindset can be brought into all those skill sets and pillars that I said, which is, like your game, your finances, your status, and your looks and stuff. And I think once you start focusing on yourself and increasing all those things, kind of like what I said with this kid, that kid just wanted to attract Jessica, but you're going to attract a whole sea of Jessicas, my guy. If you continue to go down that path, if you continue to take care of yourself, focus on that delayed gratification, those things that get you there, and just obviously don't lose sight, be humble, be nice, be all that shit, but just be a cool cat and work on yourself, man. And it's crazy the results you can see. I'll end on this, man. I was having a conversation with my girl because it's kind of the same thing. And I was telling her, I feel like I have ADHD, bro. And she's like, a lot of the times when we're like FaceTiming or we're on the phone or whatever, I get really distracted with my cat or on Instagram or whatever, bro. And I have like really bad distractions. Even when I sit down and do work, I get distracted very easily. And I was telling my girl, I was like, man, I feel like if I didn't have ADHD, this self-diagnosed, self-prescribed ADHD, that I could be a millionaire by now. I was like, dead ass, if I didn't get as distracted as I was and I really just focused and grinded on everything I need to do, I could be a millionaire right now. And she's like, I mean, $1 million's kind of a lot of money. And I didn't want to roast my girl. I didn't want to go in on her, but literally I told her though. But I was like, see, I don't agree with that. And she's like, you don't think $1 million's a lot of money? I was like, no, because if you have the mindset that $1 million's a lot of money, you're never going to make $1 million. I was like, realistically, in my mindset, $1 million is a completely achievable amount of money. There's people that make $1 million in a month. There's people that make $100,000 a month. There's people that are on that level. $1 million is not it is in layman's terms, a big amount of money. But if you think it's a big unachievable amount of money, you are never going to make $1 million. You have the mindset, you're already limiting yourself. You're already holding yourself back, bro. You have to think of, yeah, it's a lot, but it's achievable and I can get there. That's the mindset you need, not just to get to $1 million. It's a mindset you need to craft your physique. I feel like this is a fitness fucking podcast at this point, but to craft your physique, to increase your social skills, to do all this stuff, to sit down and do the work. For example, I had this podcast. I've told you guys this story. All this shit set up since August of last year. And I didn't actually drop my first podcast till February. And in my mind, I was like, I want everything to be perfect, yada, yada. But these chairs, this fridge, this fucking, the mics, the stand, the table, like everything's been here for almost a full year before I dropped a podcast. And it's like, I had these self-limiting beliefs and these doubts in my own mind where I was like, people aren't going to listen to this, or what am I going to talk about? maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should really refine and think. And it was like, no, man. At a certain point, I was so down bad that I was like, what the fuck do I have to lose, man? I looked at where I currently was, and I was like, the only reason you haven't started is because you have these limiting beliefs, and you're so worried about what everyone else is going to think and how people are going to react, and am I going to lose followers because they don't like the content I'm putting out anymore? Fuck them. Bye. Because I'm doing me now. And that's the energy you need to have in life, and that's the mindset you need to have. I'm doing me. I'm doing better, and it's going to get me to the best I've ever been in my life. But you have to believe that, and you have to grind and hone in and focus on yourself, man. You have to focus on yourself. And so shout out to that kid. I really thank him because he's the reason that I'm fucking up here spitting all these fucking, this fucking knowledge. Because, man, if this kid continues to work out, continues to hone in on his social skills, doesn't even have to buy designer clothes, but, you know, looks nice, looks presentable when he goes out, dresses nice, and then, you know, builds, finds. Here's one thing when it comes to creativity and money. Everybody, if you're fine with working the 9-to-5 grind the rest of your fucking life, which I know most people realistically aren't. Nobody wants to be stuck in that trap. More power to you. But for most people, they want to make money doing something they love. They want to be successful doing something they love. The best way to get there, in my opinion, is to find a skill or a niche that you enjoy doing and you don't even have to be the best at it, but get better than average. Get better than average and get better than other people and start marketing yourself and letting people know, what's that? Oh, you need a music producer? I can make beats for you. I know how to do that. In my case, when I wanted to be a music producer, become the best artist. Become the best artist. My girl, I'm so proud of her because it's like she's a visual like painter. She paints on these massive canvases and does a lot of like collage, pop art style, like cool stuff, like real cartoony, cool shit. And it's like she's grinding for her art, man. She has a whole art TikTok page that's getting eyes on her artwork, which is what she wants. She's about to start open up a booth at one of the flea markets out here, bro, and sell her art. She's gonna have a booth for her art. It's like, you have to do shit like that. And my girl is way past average when it comes to art. Way past average, to the point where she can monetize herself now. So if you want to make money doing something you love, first, find out what it is you love, because that's a hard part for a lot of people. A lot of people are like, I don't know what I like to do. Try everything and don't be afraid. Try everything and don't be afraid. And when something clicks, focus on that until here's the bar of average, until you barely pass the bar. And once you barely pass the bar of average, bro, who cares? There's people that are so much more less talented than you that are way further than you want to be. They are where you want to be and they're way less talented because they're the ones putting themselves out there and doing the damn fucking thing. And that's how life works, bro. You can't be like, all mad and shit and be like, they're not even that good. Why do they have all this clout? Why do they have all this money? Whatever. Because they're fucking doing it. They're putting themselves out there, and that's what you have to do. Get above the bar of average and just peacock. Peacock, pretend you're way better than you actually are. Have the confidence. Have the confidence in yourself, in your artwork, and what you do, and you can start monetizing it. That's how I think you can start monetizing something that you love. For me, it's music, bro. It was acting in music when I moved to LA, and now I make the majority of my money off commercials and modeling and shit. And I had a lot of people telling me like, oh, you're funny. You got a crazy personality. You'd probably be a great actor, but like, I don't think you could be a model. I had so many people tell me like, I don't think you could be a model. That's kind of like a different lane. Majority of my fucking bookings and money comes from modeling, from sitting there and looking fucking cute, bro. So it's like people are always going to tell you some bullshit, but that's because they want to keep you at the level that they're at. Don't fucking settle for that shit. Don't listen to the fucking bullshit that people spew on you. I had 1 million people tell me I couldn't be a model. Hey, I'm making checks off being a model. It's like, don't listen to these fucking people. Same with acting. A lot of the people were supportive. They were like, you're pretty funny. You could probably be an actor. And now I do that, bro. It's literally my career is acting and modeling. So it's like, you can do whatever you want, but find something you like, pass the bar of average, and start putting yourself out there. Start putting yourself out there. And that kind of hand in hand starts elevating your status. Once you start booking shit, once you start selling shit, once your artwork kind of starts spreading around, word of mouth, you go viral on TikTok, you do this, that, or the other, starts elevating your status. And then you can lift those up at the same time, bro. And then you can start making multiple sources of income and revenue off the things that you like, bro. in a perfect world, and I'm going to stay consistent and keep doing my thing, but I want this to be a revenue source for me. I want acting and modeling to continue to be a revenue source for me. Music is a small revenue source for me right now. I get paid from like SoundCloud and Spotify from plays and streams and shit, but nothing to brag about, nothing to wow, that changed my life, but I'm still happy that that's a revenue source, you know? And eventually, what happens when I have one song pop off? Like a big song blows up on TikTok, or I release a song that just gets a lot of plays. That becomes a revenue stream, and then more people go into the back catalog and they see what else you're doing. And then those start to increase plays, and then those become revenue streams, and then you start to book shows. That's a revenue stream. The live performances, the plays are a revenue stream. This podcast is a revenue stream. Acting, modeling is a revenue stream. Then people see that. They want to do brand deals, sponsorships, whatever it is. That becomes a revenue stream. But it's like you have to be consistent. You have to know your worth, increase your worth. What I was saying with the sexual marketplace value, increase your physical attractive worth, increase your artistic and creative worth, and just be consistent, bro. And don't let anyone talk to you or bullshit you or bring you down. Because like I said, people always want to keep you at their level. People always want to keep you at their level. But my advice is don't fucking take advice from somewhere that is not where you want to be, or at least on an equal playing field where you respect their opinion. If somebody that's has never acted a day in their life is telling you how to be an actor, don't fucking listen to that trash advice. Straight up, don't listen to that trash advice. If some dude that's never sat down, doesn't even know what Ableton is trying to tell me how to produce music, I'm not listening to your trash advice, bro. Thank you for opening your mouth with some bullshit, but I'm not listening to it. And that sounds like real asshole mentality, but it's like that, bro. Because people are always going to support you until they see you doing better than them. And then that's when the crickets happen. And that's when it feels the loneliest. And then once you make it, once you pop off in something, that's when those same fucking people are telling you congratulations. Post Malone has a whole fucking song about it. Now they only say congratulations. Really go check that song out. That's what it's about. People want to support you until you start doing better than them. And when you're doing better than them, crickets, radio silence, and then it's lonely. You get to the top, and then all those same people, damn, I'm proud of you. Damn, congrats. Mainly coming for opportunities. What's up? You forget about me? Hey, can you hook me up with something? Yada, yada, it's so the sentiment is nice, though. And that's why I really do love the people that do ride and grind and support this podcast, even though right now it's the majority is friends and family. But it's like, I love y'all for that, because y'all are seeing the whole progression, the whole mindset. Y'all are seeing me really flourish and cocoon and out of my cocoon and become the butterfly that I want to be, become the butterfly that I know I envision myself being. And it's like, I'm satisfied. I'm happy with where I am now, but I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I want to get to a place where I am well off, man, where I envision myself. And it's like, I'm so happy for the people that are supporting. I'm so happy for and thankful and grateful for the whole journey, man. It's another thing. Don't forget the journey, bro. Don't forget the journey. Always be grateful for the ones that really do care and all that. But don't get caught up in the people that just want to bring you down, bro. Don't get caught up in the negativity, and don't get caught up in self-limiting beliefs. It's come full circle. That's where this fucking rant and this tangent came from. Don't get caught up in self-limiting beliefs. You can absolutely do whatever the fuck you want in life. Attila has a bar, bro. There's this band Attila. And I remember I used to laugh because I was like, damn, that's so funny, bro. But now that I'm older, and honestly, it's the most asshole layman's term way of saying it, but the bar is,
Listen up. You can do anything you want in life. Just don't be a fucking bitch.
and I used to be like, damn, that shit hits. And now as a 25-year-old, I'm like, damn, that shit still hits. Attila said it best. You can do whatever you want in life. Just don't be a fucking bitch. Fight the bitch in you. Fight the Hufflepuff in you. And know that you are absolutely worth whatever you put your mind to. But it comes with hard work. It comes with dedication. Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift some heavy ass weight. Replace bodybuilder with anything. Replace with just a good physique and muscle. Everybody wants to get muscles, but nobody want to dedicate a year of their life to the gym. Everybody want to be a millionaire, but nobody want to start a business. Everybody want to be playing festivals, but nobody want to sit down and make music. Everybody want to release a track, but nobody want to mix and master. Now, these are getting very personal. These are kind of like jabs at me. Jabs at me. But it's the same thing. Everybody want to have all these bitches, but nobody want to push themselves out of their comfort zone to even talk to or approach girls. You know? You can replace that with anything, bro. Everybody wants something, but they don't want to do the work to get there. And I don't want you guys to fall into that trap. I want you guys to live your dreams, not have self-limiting beliefs, and realize that you are worthy. You can create and craft a life that is exactly what you envision. You can be the person you want to be. And like a video game, bro, you have to invest and level up your skill sets. Fuck the video games. Fuck the Skyrims and the Fallouts and all these RPGs, MMOs, whatever the fuck. Fuck trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even play video games like that anymore, bro. Start leveling your skills up. Start leveling your skills up, and you're going to see that besides all the violence and all that shit, your life can be GTA, bro. You can have the penthouse and the skyrise and the nice cars and all that bullshit, but you have to invest and start leveling up your real life skills. You are the main character in your video game, and I want so badly to play this game and to know that it's fun as fuck and that you are enjoying and living your life and making shit happen. So, that's where I'm going to leave this podcast for this week, bro. Shout out to my cousin's one for supporting. Shout out to everyone that supports. Shout out to that little kid for inspiring and giving me the thoughts and basically the theme of this week's podcast, bro. I don't even know what I'm going to call this podcast. And like I said, shout out to all of you, bro. I want nothing but the best. Keep striving, keep growing, keep looks maxing, keep literally when you get to a point and you're like, I can't push any further, push further. Yes, you fucking can. Yes, you fucking can. Yes, you can. And I'm here to support you every step of the way. And I'm going to continue to do the same, man. And I hope you guys support me every step of the way. So, I love you guys. I wish Negrito Baby was here to say goodbye, but wow, dude, I can't believe he just, bro, you can't see it. My desk behind me, broken, bro. My fucking laptop is on fire. My monitor is cracked. My speakers are on the floor, just sparking and on fire and shit. My Ableton Push has a million chew marks through it. Like, he really fucked my desk up. Not to that extent, but anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of La Frequency, another episode of this beautiful self-improvement podcast that I love to put on. As always, I'm sending love and positive energy your way. Catch you guys next week. I gotta text my Jaina back. She's probably like, where is this vato? Why he not talk to me no more?